Millions of years ago, when there was no existence of humans, dinosaurs ruled the Earth. They reigned for millions of years, but around 65 million years ago, a massive asteroid collided with Earth, completely wiping out the dinosaurs. Today's film is based on this event. The movie begins by introducing us to a world that is infinite, with no end, another planet called Samras, which is very similar to our own Earth. The inhabitants of Samras were highly advanced and lived comfortably, even during a time 65 million years ago, when they could travel to other planets. Next, we meet the main character, Miles, who lived here with his wife and daughter. Miles takes his family to the beach, but his daughter suffers from a life-threatening illness. He doesn't have enough resources to treat her, so he decides to go on a space mission as he is a pilot. He plans to take a few scientist friends with him to explore another planet. The mission lasts 2 years, and the money he earns will go toward his daughter's treatment. His daughter tells him, "Dad, I'll wait for you. I know you'll complete your mission," and Miles sets off on his journey. 2 years later, we see Miles's spaceship nearing its destination when small asteroid fragments collide with it, causing it to shake violently. During this chaos, Miles's chamber door opens, and he has to exit to control the ship since the rest of the crew is still asleep in their chambers, and the ship is on autopilot. The fragments damage the ship significantly. Seeing the situation, Miles decides to land on a nearby planet. However, as he enters the planet's orbit, he can't see anything due to high speed and crashes into a large rock. The impact devastates the ship and its chambers, killing all aboard. Fortunately, the planet turns out to be suitable for human habitation. There is drinking water, food in the form of leaves, and breathable air. However, Miles has no idea that this planet is actually Earth from 65 million years ago, when only large monsters roam. Miles reports the situation back to his base and recalls that their ship had 2 smaller emergency ships, but he doesn't know where they crashed. Since the ship is robust, Miles decides to find them and somehow return to his planet. Struggling to find food and facing difficult conditions, he even contemplates ending his life but stops when he remembers his daughter. He receives a signal from one of the chambers indicating that someone might still be alive. After searching, he finds a chamber containing a little girl who is the same age as his daughter. He takes her with him, and when she regains consciousness, he asks her who she is and where she came from, but he can't understand her language. He finds her diary inside the chamber and learns her name is Koa. The next morning, Miles begins to explore the planet closely while also looking for his spaceship. He discovers many active volcanoes and a dinosaur skeleton. Using his high-tech GPS, he determines that the small ship crashed 15 kilometers away on a mountain. As he looks ahead, a baby dinosaur suddenly attacks him, but luckily, he has an electric gun and manages to defend himself. He explains to Koa that they need to cross a bridge to escape. Koa insists she won't leave without her parents, but Miles knows they are all gone. Without telling her the truth, he lies, saying her parents are on the mountain. She agrees to follow him, and they set off on their journey. However, the path proves to be perilous, filled with both walking and flying dinosaurs. They sneak through a large field into a forest, where they encounter terrifying dinosaurs that spot them and attack. Miles uses his electric gun to protect them. Afterward, they find a cave to rest and wash up. Miles checks his GPS again but discovers alarming news. The asteroid fragments that hit their ship are now headed toward Earth, threatening to destroy everything there, including the dinosaurs. He shares this information with Koa. The next morning, just as they are about to leave, a giant dinosaur attacks them, forcing them to retreat deeper into the cave. They find a small tunnel and Miles uses explosives to create an opening just big enough for Koa to pass, but he cannot fit. Another dinosaur attacks him, but he defends himself with his electric gun. When he finally emerges, Koa is nowhere to be found, and he sees falling rock fragments from the sky, indicating that they need to leave quickly. He runs toward the spaceship but accidentally falls into a swamp, struggling to escape. Just before he fully sinks, Koa arrives and helps him out, using a branch to pull him to safety. They continue their journey and reach the spaceship by the next night. Fortunately, it is undamaged and they can leave. However, as Miles starts the ship, Koa remembers her parents and realizes he lied to her. Miles tries to comfort her, explaining he only did it to save their lives. Koa, emotional, embraces him, and they sit in the spaceship. Before they can take off, the asteroid fragments strike, and two giant dinosaurs attack them. Miles knows they can't stay. If they do, they will be killed. He distracts the dinosaurs while Koa manages to find a way to operate the spaceship. In a series of chaotic events, Koa plays a video that distracts the dinosaur long enough for Miles to escape. They flee the planet just as a massive asteroid hits, destroying everything in its path and marking the end of the dinosaurs on Earth. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.